When you do a checklist, are you actually verifying each item? The door being ajar was the result of my sloppy checklist discipline, but it wouldn't be the only thing I did wrong on this very short flight. I pride myself in backing up my flows with good checklist discipline. I verify each item both visually by looking and physically by touching the part of the plane each item relates to. So this was inexplicable and uncharacteristic.
Timer, instrument set, trim, set for takeoff. Doors, windows, closed and latched. Flaps, it'll be a no flap takeoff. Carb is off. Primer is locked. Ignition is on both. Transponder 1200 altitude. Nav lights are on. Takeoff brief we already did before the flight. Don't need to worry about takeoff clearance lights. Makes her feel pumped to go.
Did you see what I did there? I pushed on the door to check that it was closed, but I never looked at it. And I didn't look at or touch the latch to confirm that the door was properly secured. I don't know why I did it that way this time. I've always tried to be as good as the professionals, which needs to be an even stronger practice as I do my commercial training.
Capitol Drive traffic, Cherokee 95402, taking off runway 3, straight out departure, Capitol Drive traffic. Crosswind from the left. Takeoff power set and achieved. We're touching 2300, airspeed's alive and climbing. Gauges are all green. 50. 60, 65, nose is getting light. Clear the trees, pitch for 85.
As I climbed out, I noticed that the sound of the wind was much louder than usual. But this was the first warm day of spring, so I justified it in my mind as air rushing through the vents that I had finally been able to open for the first time of the year.
Our climb checklist, flaps are up, we're heading out to the north. Fuel pump can come off. Golf course behind me. Room is set, mixture leaned as desired. Gauges are all looking happy and we'll continue to monitor. Music, come on.
At least my checklist discipline came back to me once I was in the climb, but I was about to notice what was really causing the extra noise. And you get to see the look on somebody's face when they realize that they're an idiot. Right now, I'm starting to think about my options. First things first, move loose items away from the door. I tried pushing the door out to slam it shut, but it wouldn't budge. It was likely closed by the handle and just not latched. At this point, I don't have much of a choice. Figure out the nearest airport to land.
Alright, we've got a door open because I'm an idiot. And I saw it was closed, assumed it was latched. Now we're just going to turn back to Capitol. You know, it's funny, I thought that I heard some extra airflow. I assumed it's because my air vents are open, and it's really the first time all year I've had all of the vents open. I don't want to push it open too hard because I don't want things to fly out. So we're just gonna fly it like normal. This is why we do our pre-flight briefs. I did it off camera, but Any abnormality like a door open or something, we just fly the plane, stay in the pattern, and land. That's what we're gonna do.
As soon as I turned back towards Capitol, I heard another plane announce that they were in a similar location as me and also inbound to the airport.
Capitol Drive traffic, Hitbox 43 northwest, inbound landing, Capitol Drive.
Capitol Drive traffic, Cherokee 402 is 4 to the north, returning to the field. Where you at, Kid Fox?
Over the quarries to the northwest.
Alright, I'm maybe a mile east of you. I've got an open door, but I don't see you.
Sheboygan traffic, Archer 4322 X-ray is 10 miles to the southwest, inbound for practice RNAV 04 approach. Sheboygan. South traffic, back to 437, turn left downwind, runway 277. Hey, 437, that's south. Yep. Able to just extend your downwind about a mile for us, please. Absolutely, we got you guys. We'll look for you. Thank you, sir. We're just to the south of the quarry here. Thank you.
Yeah, 402 to the Kid Fox. I do not see you. I'm looking south of the quarry, though.
You'll be coming over Adams House here shortly. About a 2-mile final. Cherokee at Capitol, I'm right off the end of 27. I am going to get set up for a downwind on 27. I think I have you.
Alright, I'm flying upwind 27 right now at 1800.
Alright, a lot is going on there. I'm trying to coordinate with another pilot on a busy frequency that has some puzzling calls about Adam's house, whatever that means. All while trying to find the Kit Fox ahead of me.
Yep, just turn it downwind for 27 to start.
I got you inside. I'll follow you in.
Content that I had found the Kit Fox, I started to relax as I prepared to fly in normal pattern. But the distractions had added up, and I was about to become even more unknowingly complacent than before. I skipped 3 different opportunities to confirm one crucial pre-landing item. Checklists? What checklist? Flo? Never heard of her. Gumps? That's for the shrimp. Looking back, all I could think of was landing the plane. Can you spot the item that I missed? Comment what it was below, and no cheating. Put your comment in there before I give the answer.
Horizontal stabilator doesn't look too shabby. I can definitely feel a little bit of buffeting though.
Capitol Drive traffic, get Fox 4, turning at left base, 7 Capitol Drive.
Capitol Drive traffic, Cherokee 402 left downwind 27 Capitol Drive traffic.
Sheboygan traffic, Archer 4322 X-rays on a 4-mile final for runway 4 practice RNAV approach, Sheboygan. Capitol Drive traffic, get Fox 4, short final, 27 Capitol Drive.
Alright, 1500 under 115. Flaps 10, pitch for 85. We're gonna not bank it too extreme. I don't want to put too much stress on the rudders or...
Clear the Capitol.
Capitol Drive traffic, Cherokee 402 left base turning final 27 full stop, Capitol Drive traffic.
Dodge County traffic, Cherokee 5597 Whiskey, 2-mile final, runway 02 Dodge County.
Crosswind from the right. Keep it coming down. There we go. Capital Drive traffic, Cherokee 402. Door is finally closed and latched. Back taxi 27. Capital Drive traffic. Alright. Well, fly the plane, but I didn't have my fuel pump on. That's on me. That's distraction setting in. Door wasn't latched, and I don't have an excuse for that. I'll have to review to see if there's a reason, but certainly no excuse. And then looking for the other traffic distracted me from running my flows and checklists. So that being said, now we are in takeoff configuration, which is go around configuration. Let's get out of here. Capital Drive traffic, Cherokee 95402, taking off 27, climbing out in the pattern. Capital Drive traffic. Right, airspeed's alive and climbing. We're green, green, and green. Nose is getting light. We're making full power. There we go, nose is light. Accelerating ground effect. And let's go.
This flight had one more issue that I didn't even realize until after I had landed and shut down the plane. I had texted my wife right before taking off, but almost 90 minutes later she couldn't see me on FlightAware and was making sure I was, as she put it, still alive. In order for my ADS-B out to work, my nav lights have to be on. Looking back on my checklist usage, I verbalized that the nav lights were on and even touched the dial, but I never actually turned the dial to confirm that it was on. Each of these items alone are no big deal. The plane will still fly with the door ajar, the electric fuel pump is just a redundancy, and I wasn't flying anywhere that ADS-B was required. But it painted a much bigger picture of my mindset during this flight. As upset that I was for missing 3 different checklist items, I was really disappointed in myself for not recognizing that they were starting to add up and that I should have just parked the plane for the day. When I thought about the morning before the flight, I couldn't think of anything that was causing me stress. I wasn't rushed, it was a decent weather day, and I was looking forward to a fun flight. Which means I think that these mistakes can be boiled down to complacency. I had been flying more often recently and was approaching 100 hours in my plane, and my over-relaxed sense of comfort was beginning to show. Thankfully, this is an easy issue to fix, and my next flights were back to my old self, remaining vigilant with my flows and backing them with checklists. I know that I've learned a lot by debriefing this flight, and I hope that you have too. If you did, I hope you'll find value in subscribing to my channel. I share the bad with the good, and there are lots of other debrief opportunities on my channel, like the video linked on the screen now, where I review how I handled almost crashing my plane. A special thanks to the patrons for their continued support, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on The Badger Pilot.